All right, and we're back. So I've been thinking a lot this week just about business in general and trying to understand how much you can really do as one person. I follow a couple people who share their businesses, and it's tough out there, you know. It really does have to become your whole life, which is kind of a bummer, you know, because I've never started my own business per se, but if I did, I'd still want that kind of freedom. You know, with the freedom comes responsibility, I guess. But if you're trying to start a business, my advice is to just be disciplined about your time. And when you say things that are good ideas, write them down or do them right away, because everything slips away and you're gonna waste time rethinking of the same idea or restarting. I think that's a big problem. I know my buddy and I were talking about how we just keep pivoting projects in life, and I think that's just a product of living in a place where we have the option to pivot interests and careers and such on a dime, as opposed to back in the day where if you were a barber or like, I don't know, you a blacksmith, you're probably going to stay there forever. I can't imagine you pivoting much at all. So it's nice to like have that freedom, but if you really want to make some money in life, you're going to have to kind of get in the trenches for some idea. And I think that's only not true if you're already famous and then you can just put your name on anything, go bowling and film it. People will see it because you're famous. And with Dangerous Edge, I'm not really sure what the future looks like, because it's always changing in identity. I mean, we've been trying to be consistent with knife throwing, but we don't want to limit our brand to just one kind of extreme activity, which is why I like putting out some biking videos, putting out some scootering. You know, we got some cliff jumping. Essentially, somewhere along the way, I figured out if I want to have this super fun life, I have to do it for a living in a sense. You gotta go out and do it, and filming it, sharing it, collaterally to get you an audience, but it also just documents your life. You look back and be like stoked on a jump or a knife throw. I mean, I'm always watching our old stuff just to try and learn or come up with new ideas, but I end up getting sucked in. I enjoy the memories of like throwing knives in Sequoia. It was awesome. You know, I'd like to keep grinding out new ideas and hopefully pivot more. I mean, the axe and knife throwing has been a good niche, but we're not really building as big of a community as I have like in scootering per se. You know, scootering is a very unique example since I kind of grew up as the sport was coming into its own, whereas knife throwing is probably as old as it gets, and it seems like there's not as much appreciation for difficult throws and such compared to like someone tray flipping Wallenberg on a skateboard. And I think that's just a risk, because literally anyone can make any knife throw, probably because you don't really get hurt at all. You'd have to like miss so many times that your fingers cut up from throwing, but besides that, you can just sit there and throw all day, and eventually you'll get like a sick one. I think that's one of the downfalls of things like knife throwing in the entertainment sphere. But then I don't know, because people on like TikTok make videos of them like, I don't know, cleaning a window, gets millions of views, and you're just like, anyone can do that. I mean, I think a little bit of that is just algorithm at work, working in mysterious ways. Yeah, well, little brain dump for you guys today on this going up. And I will cut it here, really focus on my climb, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.